Greetings everyone, KaiAidan here with another Raising Correllians brought to you by the Children Are Our Future Formal Shrine. Today's question comes from Athena, and I'm going to read it because it's fairly long. I'm the organizer of a large group that hosts open to the public Sabbath rituals. We have had people with children come to our rituals in the past and have had no issues. However, at our recent Beltane event, we had a child that ran around in our circle screaming and just holding a giant temper tantrum. The mother told the child to stand there and to be quiet twice, yell at him, and then ignored the child and his behavior for the rest of the ritual. It goes without saying that our ritual was ruined, and I'm very close to saying that children aren't welcome. My question is how would you handle such a situation? Well, first of all, I'm sorry that you feel that your ritual was ruined. We all have rituals that seem to go south. Just take it as a learning experience and move forward. Now, as the leader, I think it's your responsibility to take disruptive members aside after the ritual is over. And by disruptive members, or people, I don't mean the child, I mean the parent. The child's behavior is normal behavior for children for the most part. No child is going to sit there and do nothing for a long period of time and not get bored and act disruptive. It's just how children are for the most part. I would take the mother aside at the end of the meeting or ritual in this case and tell them how you expect them to handle such a situation in the future, that you expect them to quietly take their child out of the ritual area. As a pagan parent, I've had to deal with this issue myself in the past. My children aren't angels. They've been disruptive during rituals. I've simply taken them out of the ritual area, calmed them down, spoke with them, and decided whether they had the maturity level to go back into the ritual. If I thought they did, we went back. If not, we went home. It's just that simple. Try not to disrupt the whole group. For me, it was just embarrassing as a parent. I would not stay around and have my child embarrass me like that. Now, in my shrine, we do several things. Before each ritual, we speak to the parents about the subject matter and the approximate length so they can judge whether they think their child has the maturity level enough to enjoy such a ritual. If they don't, we offer activities such as coloring pages, rituals for children, nature walks, things along that matter that allow the child to get a little pagan teaching. Little things teach children about our faith. It's not always the big things. But if the parent does think that their child is mature enough for the ritual and they include them in the ritual and then they act disruptive during the ritual, we have two options, which we tell the parents at the beginning of the ritual. They can either leave the area themselves with their they can either leave the area themselves with their child, or we have a member that's within the ritual that takes the children to the children's area and allows them to do the activities with the other children that are already in the area. This way, it's not necessarily the parent that has to leave, because sometimes I can tell you in the past that my children have ruined ritual experiences for me, rituals that I really wanted to be a part of, but there was no one around and my children just were not behaving. So if they can't behave, they can't stay, which is one of the reasons why my shrine does have the little children's activity of this area. This isn't for every shrine or every temple or every group for that matter. It's just my shrine does have that. We have the membership enough to facilitate such an activity. If you don't, that's okay. Not everyone does. But if you do, I personally think it's a great idea. Once again, this is KaiAidan with a Raising Correllians. And if you have any questions that you would like being answered, please email us at thefuture@enchantedmystery.org. Thank you.